Good morning and welcome. So I adjust this screen a bit, it's a bit better. Good morning to you all and welcome to this 11:11 portal. That's a bit better with the light, isn't it? So yeah, 11th of November, and here we are going live at 11 o'clock, coming up to the most powerful moment, which is really 11 minutes past 11, and but the energy is all around us, and this event comes every year, and every year it becomes more potent because every single year we are more aware, more awake, more in tune with our own power. You know, before the whole sort of ascension process started, it was difficult to believe in all this, to pick up the energy, because we were still so doubting who we were, what we could do. But now we have awakened so much to the divine beauty of who we are, so that when we come to these portals, come to these moments, we are really able to dive in, to embrace the incredible, powerful energy that they represent, to really use that energy, to bring it in. So this is why this one feels particularly important, particularly powerful, potent. And that is such an incredibly powerful word. Potent. Power. Potential. This is all where it comes from. When we look at someone's potential, we are saying, I can see how powerful you actually are. And we have struggled to deal with our own power, because all the examples that we've ever had of power have been of corruption. They have been, I mean, when we look around the world, there are still, we still see many, many examples of where somebody is in a state of power. They are corrupt. They are working for the darkness. They use their power for evil. And this is what we've come to believe. So in so many ways we have tried to step aside from our power, to ignore it, to run away from it. Because every time we've seen an example of power, it has been bad. They have abused it. And when we look at somebody who is truly powerful, they have always lived a life of restriction, of denial. Those who are truly, truly powerful have sort of taken themselves away from society. And this is the duality that we have been existing in. And now we need to come back. We need to start merging back into oneness, and to realize that our power, our potential can actually exist in all the realms. Our potency is spiritual, physical, emotional, mental. It is in every area. And to become truly powerful, to really embrace everything that we are to the nth degree, we need to extend that power into every area and not be frightened, because this is what it is. It is fear. We must not be frightened of, when I am my most powerful, therefore I am going to destroy the world. This is the message. I still see it. I love watching films that I watch a film and I go, oh, look, here's another person who suddenly discovers all their immense power, and the first thing they want to do is destroy the world. It is an endless litany of messages to tell people, if you start stepping into who you are, if you start asking for more, you start dreaming, you start wanting to build a bigger and bigger life, you will hurt other people, you will hurt the world. And so we stay small, and we dare to dream a little bit. We dare to ask for the smallest things that we could possibly be worthy of. Because again, we've been told how unworthy we are. But gradually we're waking up from this dream, this sleep. that we have been put into, beginning to wake up and think, actually, there's something else. There's something else to me. I am allowed to be more, and I'm going to allow myself to be more than what I've ever thought I am. You know, when you get that moment when you're half asleep and suddenly you have this idea about something that you could do. It could be, I suddenly have a dream that I could walk through a wall. I have a dream that I could, I don't know, sail the world. I have a dream. And in that moment, you know, you have that beautiful, fleeting dream because we're half asleep. And then what do? We push it aside. We bypass it and we go, oh, it's just a dream. But something inside feels real. It's a memory. You know, I was doing an exercise recently. You have to write down your dreams. And I was writing these things down, and nothing felt quite real. Nothing felt like that was exactly what I wanted, because I was thinking about it. And so I left it. I put it aside. And then a few days later, I was watching something on TV, I can't remember what, and this person was swimming with humpback whales. This beautiful, clear, blue ocean. And suddenly my heart went, oh my God, I want to do that. And so I put that on the list, and that was the first thing, the first real thing on my list. The thing that actually made my heart sing. And we haven't done enough of actually exploring what it is that we want, what is actually in here. Because as soon as I wrote that down, there's a part of my brain, a part of my ego that goes, don't be silly, that's not going to happen. So we stop dreaming. We stop believing that we're actually going to get any of our dreams come true, because it all seems too unreal, because this is stuff that happens to other people. Well, if it happened to them, why can't it happen to you? These are the ideas, that the thoughts that we have in our energy that we need to clear, that we need to get rid of, to actually come back and say, I am allowed to have my dreams. I am allowed to build what I want in my life. And this disbelief that we've got about our deserving, this we need to release. This can just go. It's enough. Human beings have the potential to create life. Never thought about that. We have, every single person on earth has the potential to create life. We also have the potential to take life. Now, if that isn't extraordinary, if that isn't an example of how much creative power we have, then I don't know what is. And yet we decide that we are powerless, that we can't do, that we don't have any potential, that we are not potent. Or we are. We just have to have this belief in ourselves. We just have to feel that desire inside of ourselves and put aside anything that has come from the past. You know, I was chatting to someone recently, and I mentioned dreams, and I was like, so, you know, what are your dreams? What do you dream of? And they said, oh, I don't dream anymore. I thought, that's very sad. Why don't you dream anymore? And they said, because every time I've dreamed of something, it hasn't come true. It's just been heartbreak after heartbreak. But this is the cycle, this is the pattern we get into, that we think because it failed last time, therefore it's going to fail again. And you know what? If we keep taking that energy of the past and we keep bringing it with us, putting it in the present, then projecting it forward, well, of course, then we're going to fail. You know, when I teach Reiki, I teach people about quantum physics. And I say, look, you're going to step into this area of unlimited possibility. This is actually what's in front of you. This is quantum physics. This is unlimited possibility. But what we do is we project into that space whatever it is we believe. So we can project into it our hopes, our dreams, our blockages, anything. So if we go forward into that space and we go, oh, well, it's never going to happen, by the time we get to that point in time, you've already created that block. You've already projected it forward so that what you want is not going to happen. You've decided this. The universe hasn't decided it for you. The universe hasn't punished you. You have decided all on your own to project forward and create a block when you get there. This is how powerful we are. So what we need to do is not look at the past and say this happened every single time. Maybe it did, but this is a new time, a new opportunity. And what you're going to do is look into that space, and you're going to fill it with what you want. You're going to fill it with your powerful, optimistic beliefs. You're going to fill it with, it's going to happen. This is the only reality that I choose to create. This is happening. That's what we have to do. This is where our power lies. We just haven't been taught how to use the incredible power of our intention. But there it is. Line it up. Open that door. Send your thought out there. And then one day you'll go and meet it. So this is where the 1111 comes in. It's an incredibly powerful opportunity for this space that lies in front of us to be shaped into what our heart really desires. Okay? So one of the things we have to do is start thinking about what it is that we truly want. Like I said, it was for me the humpback whales that made my heart go, yes. It could be anything. You want that new Prada handbag. Doesn't matter. The universe doesn't judge, only people do. Only we judge ourselves and everyone else around us because we ask them to. So what is it that you actually want? Think about it, sit with it. And it can be personal, it can be just for you. But we can also have dreams for the world. What do we want for people? Do we want them to have freedom, to love themselves, to be at peace in who they are? How do you envision the world? You can also dream of that. You can build anything. And the wonderful thing is that when we all have a collective dream, when you have hundreds of thousands, millions of people all saying, we want to build a world where every person feels powerful and at peace inside themselves. Can you imagine now that space in front, that unlimited possibility of quantum space? Can you imagine if that's filled with millions and millions of people's dreams of a better future, of peace and of joy and of freedom? Can you imagine the effect that that has? It's quite extraordinary. So dream for yourself and also dream for others, because you are a part, we are a part of this worldwide community. So as we dream for ourselves, as we see ourselves as being happy and peaceful and abundant, so we create that for everybody else. So your dreams are not just for you. They do help the world move forward into where we need to go. And the other thing that we have to do is ask. We get so shy of asking. You know, we sit back and you're like, that's funny. Okay, when you were a kid, you know, do you remember writing Christmas lists? And you'd write on that list and say, this is what I want for Christmas. And you'd write everything down. And your parents would do the absolute utmost to fulfill that list. And then you go, oh, look, isn't Santa Claus great? Isn't Father Christmas fantastic? Well, we stopped writing lists. We stopped asking, because that's what children do. Adults don't ask. It's greedy to ask. It's not. You have a right to. This idea that We are supposed to deny ourselves what makes us happy. It's a load of rubbish, throw it out. You are allowed to ask. Everything here is energy. We can always create more energy. There is always more energy. There is always more of something. So don't feel bad for asking. It's what you need. It's what your soul wants in this lifetime. It is a part of your soul journey, and learning to ask, learning to manifest is a very, very important part of your journey. So never be ashamed to ask. Never be ashamed to say, I am. To recognize who you are in all ways. So here we are at this doorway. I think I've missed 11:11, but it doesn't matter. Here we are at this doorway, ready to step through, ready to bring in the power that the universe is offering us. The universe right now is saying, what do you want? What do you dream of? Come on, tell me. Spend that time with your dreams. Okay, take in this incredible manifestation energy that is right now pouring into the earth. Use it. If your mind goes, oh, but it's not for me, oh, but I can't do it, tell your mind to shut up and start listening to your heart. Take in the power that you've got. Now all I've got is a bunch of light beings and guides going, come on, get a move on, let's do the light language bit. Okay, I can take a hint. So I decided to do things slightly differently today. Okay, I've got this beautiful deck of cards. I manifested them out of somewhere. I don't know where. I have no idea where I first found them. I bought them in from America, Starseed Oracle. They're quite amazing. They're just, I don't know, about 88 different light codes. They're quite beautiful. It took me a while to figure out what to do with them. But I manifested them because some higher part of me needed them in my life. And so these are the cards that I've been guided to use today to give you the image of the card, and then to allow the light language that comes with the card to flow. I've definitely got Sirius B with me. We shall see who else comes. But they really want to help us to stand up. You know, we've been on our training crutches for so long. We have stood up. We're now got hold of this frame thinking, oh my God, if I let go, I'm going to fall over. And the whole message is, you're not going to fall over. You have managed to get this far. Don't think that we've got to hang on to these stabilizers. We don't. We are now strong enough, powerful enough, potent enough to let go and actually to start walking forward, and very soon to be running. Okay, we've cleared so much shit. This is the point at which we are at. So stop being falsely, I've got the feeling, I can't think of the word, stop being falsely pessimistic, stop being falsely quiet about your own divine, incredible manifesting powers. Stop being falsely meek. Stop pretending that you don't know. You know, you sense, every single one of us senses deep inside of ourselves that we have the ability to be so much more. And yet we cover it up because we don't want to shine. We're worried about overstepping somebody else, outshining somebody else. But if you stand up and shine, you give an example to somebody else to say you also can stand up and be who you are. The light is inviting you to become all that you are. You sense it, you feel it. Stop denying it. Stop denying your intelligence, your beauty, your power. we stand up and just say, hey, you know what? We're fucking incredible. Because we are. So let's actually embrace that energy. Let's take it on and work with it. Because if we all embraced our power, if we all embraced our heart, our soul connection, the world would be different in a second. In a second, it would change. But because we've been taught to sit back, to not shine, we have to do things step by step. Well, do you want instant manifestation? Or do you want to do the step-by-step hard work approach? It's your choice. It is the choice of all of us. So which way are you going to choose? Yeah, lecture over from them. So, this is the first card that came up. And it's called the Chamber of Inspiration. Okay, I'm going to hold that up and let you have a good old look at it. Just let the energy of that card float into you. This card talks about the crown and the soul star chakra. This light code wants to illuminate our aspirations. It wants to help us truly see what it is that we want. What will bring us the biggest joy in life. And then it wants to bring the energy of effortlessness, of ease, to building of our dreams. Muaradazi should cure, come say. Ninjuniki Marquaja. Jitwisha de Jontio de Regnaka, Ebet Kaurantskua. Yamis Kunakua, the Dijaiba, I used to Brabaka, Nimusa, Yadetejra, Jithasikora, the Margurabata Kuishka Mahi, that Madatisha. Was more arid, but I give a good at the scheme as you doctor to be shot, Shosai, Mashiatikwe. Namora that I say, what are that to the mashi doing? What's yet on another? Mandino Urd, Korakado Jinjikabashi, Kukakuskim, and the chit to the Parashundra. She my senior, Madamania, Munazita, to the Nanjunikus Basha Kurajoka, Jinjamia, that's a Dora. Na hize ara de piro kore koyenya nyadina moshne aweto no koja chinya zima aweto ro korwata do kro yikora chini yoya morana na tatsi na muzo kora tati kura da pashite de morana na tezi wani para tuno yamaishka yamo yawara ora dar beto korashi ni musada na ndiski wati ora baraju shinjawa ibara ra da pro da to kua te do kura para kiwana Mayidana, Mayina Marurari, Mayin Noradata Maya, Nayim Morada, Notatar Yuasi, Musinja Atara, Himera Natati, Musia, Merora Nasi, Aikora Kyoto, Korakai to Kora, Karodara Korakio, Dornia, Wodna yes, Mibarada, Siaya. It asks us to take off this cloak that we have put around ourselves that says, I must struggle, I must fight. Bia tuyadashi, tuyasapata, kia noyama, ayenya marayeta kuerota, korara, paradinja, she yesusha, she morata, naitike, nyamora, ayetasi, barodarajia. They remind us that thousands of years ago, in different dimensions, still we are manifesting with ease. We dream, we build, and there it is. Muharapati, Shindia Zondia Zinyata Jushikosukia Poturkoya, Yuarata, Zibiata Kadorata Tashi, Miha Potasi and Yaparantisa, Nyami Orandatasi, and somewhere in ourselves is buried this memory. Mutakaroka Tichibu, Ratatashikasukia, Niabotasa, Ebi, and the Jura. Muranda zazazia te kiatata, Nyayipatea. Murabahara, Zitu, Ziuto, Majakujiato, Shijosa, Miarata patara di muratasi. When we believe it, when we notice in ourselves that we still carry this power. Miahara paradodokoraki warandatasi. Nia urimbatara paradodaritatashi. Kimusgadazi. Kingantichapatasha. Then we can begin to actually remember to bring the wisdom and the energy of that manifestation through. Oh, so that was the first beautiful light code to come through. And now we move on to this stunning card. And this one is called Sirian Stargate. So again, just allow the energy of that stargate to open. It relates to the watery planet of Sirius B. Beautiful place, so beautiful. And this card asks us to be faithful to our spiritual evolution. And when we do that, our lives become full of serenity and meaning. Because at the end of the day, we are all here as souls. Our physical self, a manifestation of our soul. And what our soul wants above anything else is to fulfill its soul's purpose. So we're going to see what the beautiful energy of Sirius B wishes to bring. Muaresimi, Corense, Tititojar, Majutikura Kiswodara, Shingea, Kiamonanisi, Kimakariania, Kaiske, Kodikania Sayata, Kaiske Shia, Maizeka, Media Tiata, Muzia Waratasi, Yasi. Mashiwahada, Junakeo, Shokoes, Coashis, Cosecusi, Cusiam Yatazeta, Taisnicasai, Giusate, Tujusacatonada, Shikisai, Ninyama, Nyamuhaiji, Uti, Tiabaratasi, Tiam Ezota, Kikukamawa, Nyandis. Tiamo, Tiatiana, Kutiat Kotera Karaki, Tujin Kasi, Diuediama, Tiada Dodomnova, Iua Yatapasi, Diodaya, Makawaidia, Maisco, Mediunta, Titojin, Kukiamotata, Koja Kisimia, Tinjama, Madiama, Aima, that Bodota, Imedia, Papa, Moedia, Mamma Tura Parate, my Diwa. Medudanabai, Tunjaia, Tundanbaruda Patora, Tatinunda Patuera, Batatanuara, Tayuda Maraprototaia, Batatandora, Giunama, Meituko, Nyamaisia. After all, life is a journey of reuniting. With our soul, the greatest sin that was given to us was the belief that this body is evil, that our soul is the wonderful thing. We begin to realize that everything we do is a manifestation of our soul. We begin to love everything in our lives and stop placing a hierarchy. That's all I have to say. That was your no that is così when dio dava da you to shi così apa. Ya yima e yura da yamo ja yoga. Remember always that Everything in your life is divine. Everything about you is divine. When we can begin to accept everything that we are, that is when we step fully into our powers of manifestation. So this is what they really ask, is be at peace in who you are, with your dreams, with your desires. Don't judge one, as I've said earlier, because the universe doesn't. When you truly want something, it's because it arises from a memory, from a place within you, something ancient, something you've carried for so long, and because it's something that you deserve in this lifetime, that will help you be more of your soul's essence. Don't just write things off. Those desires are there for a reason, because this world needs you to have them, or because your heart just wants you to have them. So don't punish yourself because you feel your desires go against whatever this physical 3D world has told you is right or wrong. Your heart will not corrupt you. Trust it. There's a third card that came out. It's called The Heart is Awake. Love, innocence, reverence. Much more simple design. And this card talked about something that I have been writing about recently, even this morning. The harmonizing of male and female, integration, no more polarization, wholeness. And what was interesting, I wrote a while ago, I was told, I said, what do we manifest from? Do we manifest from polarization? Both sides of us, yin and yang, male, female, from duality? Or do we manifest from wholeness, from oneness? And part of the problem is that we so much manifest from a place of duality. You know, our soul will manifest something that is spiritual, and our physical self wants to manifest something that is of this physical world. And we have this intense separation between the two levels. We see them as different levels. You know, the triangle, and the soul is up here and the physical self is down here. We're all part of the same triangle, though. And I was told we need to start manifesting from a state of oneness, because when we manifest from polarity, from duality, I can say, oh, my female side wants this, but my male side doesn't. Or I can say, this is success and this is failure. You see where suddenly it comes in? This is good, this is bad. We have the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. Everything has been about separation, division. Two sides in conflict, always fighting each other. And so when we manifest from a place of duality, is it any wonder that it becomes difficult to truly manifest? Because we are constantly in a state of conflict. When we can agree, when we can harness both our male and female sides, bring them in, make them friends, then we can manifest so much easier. You know, right now, the divine feminine, yes, she's rising, she's incredibly strong, but there are also the calls now going out for the divine masculine to come forward, because we need a balance. We need that balance within ourselves. So sit back and relax again, and we're going to see what light language comes forth to help us to accept both sides of ourselves, to balance, to be in balance. Etia Moshe. Mashidia. Ki meski. Dian jesnya shetia. Ki ejna kamaya watia tia mara. Kuina karavota de kurashi kiunia majezia. Tiana sinya tata yinya miati mataya. Ki diorana. Ushgaira para jinjkishor. Tishngit mich to rashin de kaza. Meir dadoranda dashinke. Chinchio dio moje da na iweta no kadioto dinchigon yukashe. Chinji dinas namia de manata mande jabatne jato no chikatabraki. Chinjianya namashindikesi. Media. You can feel how the body had literally been split into the male and female. We have tried forcing these two sides together like magnets, except they are fighting each other. It's because we have tried to have the two sort of identical things. We've thought that both sides must be identical and then tried wedging them together, and they've repelled. When we allow each side to be what it is, they can actually merge. We need to be more gentle with us. I might say be more gentle with ourselves, be more accepting of the both sides of us. We all have a history that says I like my masculine side, my feminine side more than the other, as though we can just chop one side of us out. It'd be like going to the doctor and saying, would you mind taking off one of my legs? We need everything. We need to love every side of ourselves, to be at peace in everything that we are and our whole history. And we look back and we go, but that side of me did something horrible. We have to be forgiving of everything that we were. Because when you torture an animal, a person, they react badly. And when we have lived lifetimes where we have been tortured in pain, is it any wonder that we react badly? But now is the time to put the past in its rightful place in the past and to love every part of us and to be grateful for everything that we are. That was the message that came through. And now, this one surprised me, this card. Okay, it's called Radon Atom. Autonomy, self-fulfillment, non-reaction. Radon is apparently a very powerful gas. Radioactive. Powerful. Let's have a look at that card. Okay, the radon is intensely activating. It speeds up the light as it flows through our body. Speeds up the light integration within ourselves. And it asks us to recognize our own power. This is autonomy. To know that fulfilling our own dreams is not bad. And that this can happen as we detach and let go of, let's say, of the past, of any unhealthy situations. Non-reliance. It says that we can truly manifest a fulfilling life for ourselves. Can you feel what that means? A fulfilling life for ourselves. does that look like to you? And this is the question, isn't it? At the 1111 portal, what is your dream of a fulfilling life? Understand that, and then ask for it and begin to build it. So I've never channeled the energy of a gas before. I don't know who's going to hold it. I don't know which light beings. But let's find out. Of course they tell me. Of course we can channel the light language of gases because they're only elements. Not the light beings. Radanni. Mitite baratatun kurakan koran savara. Shayiska, Shazipa Damashe, Mitijat the Matuta Massi, Chianariki Armsekia. Nijarin then, they are not a meet of a to the barrel that sit to the Taburata to Kodaka to Kurakatatukoski. She jai more at the Paraduna Tatiana Korashi. Chimazanar, Tadabarana di Dos, Paranatesi, Chimaro Dotamasha, or Red Damarid, Botanica, I get out of the Tessi, Nidia, or Rabatun Coretta Tapishi, Shai Morata Passi, Chimorata and the Tubrata Maracada Kodaka, she sit up the jumbo, to the Disparana, but the Bana, Rabadani Marada Belanukura. Chinazidiunda, Erana, Marabananato, she I am more but a pronto the cure, Shungoza, Meren Yasa, my year, Mandomada, but a pronto the Dadishki, Shunur Nasaya, Marada Marata, Cora, but the Cora, but the Tedium, but the more but the Brumata, Shugosa, Murji Wata, Janadazi, Maratasi, Mayunaza. Madamara Napaci, Jim de Corugamo, Madame Mar, Madabaramar, Rapatel, Tidurmasi, Stora, Paradisi, and Marapatetundo Cora, she do data, Mahido, Maya Marata, Siura Marapata, Nania the Gisi, Chamara Tapadio Kazia, Totana Marata, Patapatisi, Cucaramo Totaji di Brunatata Sea-shirt, Tunasa. Mahanya Madiaka, Janjara Matatiaka, Kora Dajiatisi, Murmanadas, Tandashi, Muhanada, Araboroshi, Boratasi, Moramara Baradi, Daniel to Korakonadasi, Chandianisi, Chandia Moratamarata, Sita, Ebaran Tatatoshu, Koratasi. Almost feel that brightness inside, that lightness. Shanashi, Murabata Sara, Jaikama, Mora Marabadinja Dodojuko, Morazata si, Maraninya. About you, so I've got a lot of light in my head and heart. Explosive, powerful. Now you can feel, hopefully, just how much light is within you. It feels almost as I could click my fingers and manifest something. And this is what we're coming back into, is that wisdom, that knowledge that we can manifest easily. That the world is offering us these moments so that we can choose the exact direction of our life. And we know where we're going, because we have been through enough darkness to know that we now want the light. It is a collective rising. It is everywhere across the world that people are now asking for the light. So just let that radon energy just keep shining down on you. And sit with your dreams. dream them, write them down, and then go and do something towards it. You want to go on a holiday? Go get a holiday brochure. You want a new car? Go to the car showroom. Give a signal to the universe that you are serious about what you want. Then they'll know. Then they can give to you, they can offer to you the energy to build your dreams here. Don't be shy about them. Don't be coy about what you want. Stand up and take a step towards it. Go and manifest. This is what the energy today is about. Use it and let your heart lead the way. Okay. So that is it for today. And I thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for always your love, your support, your donations. They are all valued. And I'll be back. And I look forward to connecting with you in the future. But for today, I send you light and manifestation blessings. May your heart's desires come true. Bye-bye.